guys, welcome back to my channel, Microscope Beauty. Today we are talking about March favorites, and I have quite a few to share with you, so we're just gonna dive right into it. So I find when it comes to beauty products, I tend to fall in and out of love with it basically every single month. So one month I'll be like, no, I don't really want to do anything, I'm just whatever, just throw the hair up, it's fine. And then other months I'm like, let's do false eyelashes, let's go crazy pants. And I'm basically in the crazy pants phase right now where I'm just obsessed with everything. There are a ton of new products that I just love, new things coming out. I've rediscovered a lot of things in my stash, so I'm really excited about this portion, obviously. So let's go with the first product. This is by First Aid Beauty. It's their Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. And I tried this as like a deluxe sample. I think I used my Sephora points to get it. And it took me a really long time to try it because I got it right at the tail end of my last crazy pants makeup spree. And so I went into my meh phase and I just didn't try it a lot or even look at it. So while I was getting back into crazy pants phase, I was like, let's try to use some of these samples that you got, really test them out. And after the first usage of this, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that full size really fast. So what is so fantastic about this? Well, let me tell you guys, thank you so much for asking. That was super kind. It's basically like a really hydrating, thick moisturizer that also acts as a primer, but it sinks into your skin so fast. So if you've been watching me or following my blog for a while, then you guys know I love the Stila One Step Correct. This to me has replaced that step, which is crazy. I have barely touched it this past month because I've been using this. So I get out of my shower and I dry off and I put this on my face after my other skincare routine in the morning, and it soaks in really well, and I'm getting dressed and all that other stuff. And then by the time I come back, my skin is super smooth. It feels really hydrated. My skin always feels super tight in the morning. No idea why though. So my skin always feels super tight in the morning if I didn't do an intensive skincare the night before. So this just really soothes it out. It makes it feel hydrated and ready for makeup to go on top of it. And it smells so good. So if you're lazy in the morning like I am, this kind of combines two steps together. So you get your moisturizer and your primer all in one. It's so great, and I can't wait to try more from First Aid Beauty. I've dabbled in it a little bit in the past, but I think this is the start of a quest that I'm about to go on. Since we're kind of along the trail of skincare, I want to talk about this next product. This is by Glossier, and it's their Moisturizing Moon Mask. So about a month or so ago, I placed my first Glossier order, and I got a couple of different things, but this really stood out to me. It's such an odd product. So you do your basic skincare routine, you cleanse and all of that, and then you put this on a regular mask, a clay mask, but it's clear on the skin and it feels really weird. Kind of like you're putting butter or something on your skin, and then you're supposed to let it sit for a good 20 minutes and then wash it off thoroughly. So I was a little skeptical at first. It's this seems like a weird process, but after I tried it the first time, it worked so well. My skin felt so much better. And I have seriously crazy dry skin. We're coming out of winter here in Michigan, and it's just, my skin's crying. It would cry if there was any moisture in it. So it's kind of doing that tearless sob thing. It's not attractive at all. So this has been amazing at giving me that moisture back. And you can use it a couple times a week, I think, right? I don't know, it doesn't say. So I use it about once a week right now, and I just love it. I love the packaging. I think it's super cute. It's the type of product that I would leave out on my counter. I'm just a big fan. The other stuff from Glossier I like, but to me, this is the real winner. So this month, I rediscovered an old favorite. It is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream, and I have probably gone through 2 or 3 tubes of this by now, but I went away from it when I fell in love with the IT Cosmetics CC cream, but that's starting to not do very well on my skin. It would sink in super fast and it'd disappear too quickly, and I don't feel like it's staying on my skin long term, and it leaves really patchy spots. It looks dry. I think the whole dry skin thing is just making that relationship really strained. But this is so hydrating. It's like a mousse texture and it's really thick and it applies like a really nice sheen to the skin. I'm wearing it today and I feel like it has more coverage than the IT Cosmetics one, which I kind of need right now. Sadly, this is not exactly my color. This is Natural 5 and that's more of like my summer shade. So I had to do a lot of blending down the neck today to make this look somewhat normal, but I love the finish of it. So I've been doing the extra blending stage because I really enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to purchase a lighter shade so I can kind of mix them together as my skin gets darker as we get closer to summer. This next product was kind of a surprise for me. I wasn't expecting much from it. It is the Maybelline Curvitude liner. So it's this really weird looking curved eyeliner, and I've gone away from liquid eyeliners for quite a while because I was keeping my routine really simple, but I've since gotten into false lashes a little bit more, and I really like to use a liquid liner to kind of fill in if I don't put them on well, because I'm still not that good at it. If there is like a little gap between them, I like to use this to fill it in to look like I didn't mess it up. So I've been using a lot of different liners, and I tried this one out, and it was amazingly pigmented. It didn't pull on the lids. It had tons of product without being too slippery or smudgy, and it just worked really well. And I love the curved angle of it because you could use it just like kind of like a pencil and just go across your eye. So I was very impressed with this. I've used quite a few higher end liners lately, and to me this one is the best by far. I told you guys I've fallen back into love with makeup. This next thing is a palette. It's the Urban Decay Back Talk palette. And this one is amazing. It's so cool. I'm not entirely sure if it's out yet, but if it is, you definitely need to go check it out. It's such a unique product, like packaging, plus what's in it is completely amazing. So the cool thing about it is it's two-sided. So there are some eyeshadows here, there are 8 shadows here, and then the other side has blushes, but the mirror in the middle can come out. So you can have like a portable little mirror that magnetizes, magnet stuff happens, science happens right here, and it goes back in, and it's super sturdy, which is crazy. But the color range is amazing. There are a ton of shades in here. They're a little bit more like purpley tone, basically the color of the packaging. But I love that. I think that's going to be kind of my look for spring and summer, is that more like rosy, like think Urban Decay Naked 3 palette vibes. It's basically that, but more muted. I don't think they're as like rose goldy. They just have a really nice collection here. But the true gems are the blushes. I've tried quite a few like other blushes like by Tarte and stuff, and these are amazing. This one, Double Take in particular, is my favorite. I have it on today. Went a little heavy with it because I love it that much. I love this palette. It's just so convenient to have the blushes and the eyeshadows in one place. It's super portable. I love that the mirror can come out, so I can use that if I'm traveling and I need to put makeup on in like a weird situation. I have a mirror that I can use for every stage of the makeup routine that actually can come out, so I'm not holding open like a compact and just bouncing around trying to put my makeup on and risking that product. I can take this mirror out. Love that about it. It's such a cool palette, and of course the product inside is amazing. It's super pigmented. It's Urban Decay quality. Definitely something you need to check out. Now that we've talked a lot about beauty and makeup, it's time to move on to lifestyle and other like planning related things. First up is this book. It's the Working Woman's Handbook, and the Anna Etta actually recommended this. I like to pretend when she recommends things, she's recommending them specifically to me. Like she's like, Kayla, that's in parentheses when she talks, Kayla, you'll really like this book. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Anna. You're right, I probably will. Anybody else do that with like YouTubers that they watch, where you just imagine that you have this like friendship and they just don't know it yet? Stalker maybe? I don't know. I feel that way about the Anna Edit. So maybe we should let her know. Maybe somehow we can let her know that she and I need to be best friends. Regardless, she read this book and she highly recommended it. And since she is in like a blogging, creative, YouTube field, I thought it'd be really useful for me, although it's like a slightly different field for me. But I thought maybe I could apply some of the things in it to my life. And it's so universal that I think if you are just starting work or you're finding yourself in a rut, you're not quite sure where to go, this is a very great tool because it talks about networking and talks about figuring out how to like price your work. I am almost done. I'm about 2/3 of the way done. It's such a quick read, has really cool interviews in it, and it's just such a like an inspiring book because it kind of affirms things you already know while giving you a little bit more extra tips and that sort of thing. So I really recommend this book. It's such a useful tool, and I think it's one that I'm going to be coming back to every once in a while just for a refresher on certain aspects of it. If you saw last week's video, then you already know about this one. But of course, I have to talk about the Simplified Planner again. I did a whole video about how I'm using it, how I'm tweaking it to my needs. So definitely go check that out. I will link that below. But it is such a useful planner for me at this stage in my life, and I am so glad I took the chance to move into it. I always find that I get really hesitant about switching planners, obviously because it's like, oh my god, she switched a planner again. But I just wanted to give it a shot to see if a daily planner would work well with my system, and this one, I have a couple of options, and I actually wrote a whole blog post about daily planners, so if you want to go check that out, also link below. So I have quite a few daily planners in my collection, but this one really spoke to me and seemed like the one that I could make work best for me, and so far I've been loving it. I've been using it for a couple of weeks, and it just seems to be exactly what I needed right now. So definitely go check out that blog post if you're like, maybe a daily planner is something I need, because they're all fantastic planners. Don't get me wrong, like I love all three of the planners I talk about in that post so much. They all have so much to offer in their different ways. This one is just the one that seemed to fit what I needed at this moment. So those were all of my March favorites. I've been obsessed with beauty products, so I can't wait to continue sharing that stuff with you. I definitely want to do like a everyday working girls makeup routine. I think that would be really interesting. So let me know if you want to see that or any other like makeup related stuff down below. Maybe how I organize it, how I like found my look, because my look has definitely changed, and I think I've settled into a style that I'm really happy with. So let me know if you want to see all that in the comments, and also let me know what things you've been loving this month. Have you switched planners? Are there any books or self-help things that you've been enjoying? Let me know all of that down there. Put it down there. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you liked it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see a new video from me twice a week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.